Hey YouTubers, how you doing? It's yours truly, back to do the next post on this series of 80s videos that I'm doing. I think this will be the fourth one, I believe. I've done my 80s A through Z, just kind of picking out some of my favorites in there, and did the ladies of the 80s. And today I'm going to show some of the 80s alternatives. Now before we even jump into this, let me say I know that some of these bands, a lot of you probably would not label as being alternative bands, or even maybe put in the 80s category, but it's just where I feel they fall to me, so that's why I have them filed away. So bear with me on that. It's the way my collection is. And this is kind of my grunge and alternative section. Let me take some of these out so I have a little more flipping room here. Give me just 1 second. I should have did this before I started the video, but okay. So we'll just set these down here for now. And we'll just kind of flip through some of these here. Let me adjust them so they'll stay. Okay. Start with Jane's Addiction. Nothing shocking. Of course, they have that great hit on here, Jane Says, which is probably my favorite Jane's Addiction song. Dead or Alive, Youthquake. They had the song You Spin Me Around. And there you have lead singer, what's his name? I said, what's his name? What's her name? I'm not sure exactly what he is today. He's done a lot of weird stuff to himself over the years, but David Bowie, Let's Dance. Classic album. And then one of my favorite bands from 80s time period to 80s and I guess early 90s, Pet Shop Boys. This is Please. Pretty plain white album cover, which actually makes it kind of cool. I believe that one has West End Girls on it. And here's the West End Girls 12-inch single. And then we have Pet Shop Boys Actually. Another very cool album cover. And this one I really like a lot, the album cover and the album itself. This is Pet Shop Boys Introspective, which is a really, really cool album and album cover. I think this one is the one that has Domino Dancing on it. And speaking of Domino Dancing, here's the 12-inch single for Domino Dancing with Pet Shop Boys. Boxcar, nice little LP I picked up for $1. Ended up liking them and kept it in my collection. Then you go to Soft Cell. This is their, I believe there's 4 tracks on this single. This is Tainted Love with Where Did Our Love Go? That little collaboration of songs they did as a single. Then you have Soft Cell, Non-Stop Ecstatic Dancing. Very cool album cover there. Well, that's the 80s for you. This is Soft Cell, Soul Inside, just a kind of a 5-cut album, which it actually says right there, 5-cut mini album. Then we have The Church. So they had, this is Starfish, the album Starfish. They had that really cool track called Under the Milky Way, which is really kind of a very monotone, melodic 80s type song, which is very, very cool. I listen to that song quite a bit. It's pretty awesome. So if you're not familiar with that song and this group, make sure you check that out. The Church, Under the Milky Way. If you like the 80s, you'll love that. And I've shown this in a previous video, but this is The Doors, The Cure, the head on the door. Then we have The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Another awesome album cover. Modern English, After the Snow, which of course this has the Killers 80s track, which everyone knows. I Melt With You. Actually just got this CD yesterday, so I was pretty happy about that too. Modern English, Ricochet Days, not one of the more popular albums, but still a very good 80s album. Eraser, one of my favorite groups from the 80s. This album is, what's it called? The Innocents. And this has that song, A Little Respect, which is one of the first songs that brought me to Eraser. But my favorite Eraser song is on this album, which is I Say, I Say, I Say is the album. the song is Always. I think that's just a really, really cool, moving song. If you never heard that, make sure you check that out. And here's the 12-inch single for Always. Favorite song, gotta have the single. Then you have Eraser, Victim of Love. It's another maxi single. Psychedelic Furs, Talk, Talk, Talk. Very good alternative album there from the 80s. Cowboy Junkies, this is the Trendy Sessions. This is the German pressing. They did a really good acoustic cover of Velvet Underground's Sweet Jane, which is on this album. So that's probably my favorite song off of that. Then we have Cowboy Junkies, The Caution Horses. Flesh for Lulu. If you remember this movie Some Kind of Wonderful, the song I Go Crazy was featured in there, which I think is definitely one of the top 10 80s tracks of all time. I Go Crazy. So once again, if you're not familiar with that song, make sure you check it out. Human League, Fascination. Human League, Dare. Human League, Crash. Between those three songs, of course, you get Fascination, you get Don't You Want Me Baby, you get I'm Only Human, so all those great tracks. And I won't spend a lot of time on these, so I just did a video that showed all my Depeche Mode collection, but I'll flash them really quick here, in case any of you did not see that video. Gotta love the Mode. Great band of the 80s. There's Violator. There's Ultra. Okay. Then we have the Happy Mondays. Great representation of what was going on in the 80s from the alternative perspective. Almost every single track on this album is great. So if you've never heard this, make sure you go check that out. Happy Mondays. Alright. And then as you can hear playing in the background, actually, this is what's playing right now on the iTunes, not the actual LP, but Roxy Music, Avalon. The name of the song is playing is More Than This, which is a really, really great track. I've always found that song and this album cover gives me the creeps for some reason, so anytime music moves me on any degree, that's a plus. And then we'll finish up here with R.E.M., where we have Murmur. Then we go into Life's Rich. And then we have Document. You have R.E.M. Green. And then we're going to end up with Automatic for the People, which is still sealed actually. So that right there is my 80s alternative collection. Like I said, some you might agree with, some you probably don't, but that's why I have them labeled. All very good albums. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and always keep a lookout because I like posting stuff, so I'm going to get more up as soon as I can. Alright, take care guys.